Let's talk about how to best make her feel safe and secure. I think she's looking for this more than anything else. And as I said earlier, it's the foundation for everything else that you want out of your relationship. I think this is really a three-pronged approach. Number one is she is looking for emotional stability from you. What I've found is that if you can be more emotionally stable, then you're going to have a better likelihood of making her feel comfortable in communicating with you. So when she comes to you, you're not going to lash out. You're not going to let your emotions dictate your reactivity. You're going to respond in a very constructive and positive and healthy way. When you do that, and she's confident that you can do that, don't be surprised that the floodgates open and that she's more communicative with you because she's safe. She's comfortable to be able to do that. And the communication will obviously spill over into every aspect of your relationship with her. So I'm not saying that you should never be emotional. You can have feelings and you can express what your feelings are, but the way that you do it matters. Number two, is she free from financial hardship? Now, you guys know that the finances, the money situation is, according to research and polls, one of the leading causes of friction and ultimately divorce in marriages. So if you are living paycheck to paycheck and maybe you're not as disciplined as you can be with your money, she's always going to be on edge. She's always going to be uncomfortable. If she has to check on every little expense with you because you're broke and you're not doing what you need to be doing, then that's going to create a lot of financial instability and insecurity and frustration in her life. And if she has those things in her life, then it doesn't allow her to bloom and to blossom and to open up and deeply engage in more relevant, important conversations like the future and raising kids together and going on adventures and what her own goals and interests and desires are for the next year or 5 years or 10 years, because she's so consumed with the money piece. Guys, get your financial house in order if you want to unlock access to, again, her heart, her mind, and her body. And guys, the last thing that I wanted to talk with you about this, and I think this goes without saying, but it's very important, and I'm going to give it a little bit more context. Is she free from physical harm? Does she feel protected when she's out in public with you? She is, by default, a lot more vulnerable than a man. The likelihood of me getting into some sort of physical altercation or getting taken advantage of in public is significantly less than her getting into a physical altercation, sexually assaulted, or taken advantage of. She is a lot more vulnerable than I am. So when she's out in public, she has a greater concern than you do. And it's your job as the man to ensure that she feels protected. And inevitably, when you work on these things, emotional stability, financial abundance, and physical prowess, of course, naturally, she's going to feel more safe, more secure, and open herself up to you physically, mentally, and emotionally.